but one. Or let's start the first part, which is entitled Our Memorable Introduction. It was a Saturday morning in 2003. It was a prosperous season, and all the pools, ponds, and wells were filled with spotless water. Flocks appeared with assorted gleaming colors were chirping joyfully on green gorgeous trees. Everyone toiling in town was luxuriating with the fresh aromatic breeze hovering in the suburbs of Opera Town. Rain stopped a couple of hours ago. A friend of mine raised me from slumber. I went to school in Hassel as soon as I had my breakfast. When I entered into Sheikh Hassan Nouri Elementary and Primary School, situated in Aubrey, I saw a lot of students waiting for the principal to fill their grade 8 forms. I saw afar from the girl one beautiful damsel. She was a pure queen, sylph-like and good-humoured girl with a graceful smiling. She had a stunning shiny hirsute on her cheeks. She had also smooth milky teeth, watery emotional eyes, and pearl-like black eyebrows. She was elegant and lassie, strolling with graceful, admirable gait. She was wearing charming, beautiful attire in harmony, including a scarlet skirt with black buttons and brown sleeves, purple petticoat, a shiny orange shawl, and crimson kerchief. Beautiful sun rays rose from the fascinating azure sky and made her comely face glitter like a gem. The charismatic appearance, blasted with that last, near my heart certainly. I stared at her insanely. She saw me in the class the next Saturday, in the next Monday. The classroom was vociferous, and all the students were wrangling loudly. They were electing candidates for peer teaching or student group discussion. In other words, we used to select some clever students among us to teach us the academic subjects on the weekends. For instance, I was assigned to teach English. She didn't know me when my name was announced. I couldn't bear with the frivolous noise of the students, and I talked with color. She saw me vituperating impolitely. And I could guess from her facial expression that she thought me an arrogant bum with empty wit. Some days later, she saw me standing beside the class while she was hastening to the period. She asked me humbly, "Has the teacher come yet?" I answered, "Yep." I entered into the class after her. She dumbfounded when she realized that I myself was the teacher teaching English on that weekend. Some hours later, while I was ambling near their home, I came across her unexpectedly. She was ironing clothes and wrinkling curtains. When I approached her, she was chatting with a familiar famous girl who was my classmate. Her comrade called me, and I entered in the veranda. She greeted me with chivalrous, wonderful voice. She was a merry, eloquent, and extravagant girl. She talked and laughed humbly. Her soft-handed voice mesmerized my heart and gratified my ears. I astonished how cordial and attentively she welcomed me when we were introduced. I still remember her heartfelt hospitality. She asked me to make myself feel at home and take a seat. Then she opened the punk of a boiling kettle and gave me a cup of very sweet tea. She also gave me a bowl of delicious snack from mixed softened beetroot and a smashed potato spiced with chili powder. I gazed at her great, gorgeous appearance while I was eating. Her posture resembled like a queer, admirable queen, born with a silver spoon in her mouth, reposing in her cute castle. I was not exhausted from listening to her witty, flawless, and humorous tales, nor fed up with her companion. I was also furious about how fast the time passed when the sun set quickly. I wish I had the ability and opportunity to elongate the time, because I was gonna take enough lovely time with her. Let us start the part 2, which is entitled My Choice Love Charm. My Choice Love Charm. 1 week from the day we met, I realized that I fell in love with her. I started yearning for her merciful sight. I had an onerous, emotional-laden feeling bothering the tranquility of my heart. I lost the stability of my sleep, and I was accustomed to hangover, because I was safe from her priceless remembrance. I started being isolated from the other community. Furthermore, I was absent-minded, because I started in hallucination and imagination. Although I tried